Our own Casey Jones is in Plymouth tonight, and he joins us live now with post-game reaction and how Fischer's friends honored him at that game. Case.
Brian, you'd never be able to tell that Granville lost this game 3-0 tonight. Every single Bulldog left this arena with their heads held high. It was a certain sense of support, a minor healing in this unthinkable tragedy. And then in one of the greatest fits of sportsmanship and one of the greatest sports moments I have ever witnessed, you saw that Detroit Catholic Central, after the two teams beat up on each other for 54 straight minutes, they joined Granville at their net for a moment of prayer and remembrance of Ryan Fischer. Now, obviously, there is no script for dealing with tonight, but certainly the Bulldogs wrote theirs courageously.
As you can tell, we were a team of great heart, and even though a big part of our heart was missing today, we felt that he was there with us.
Honestly, all I knew is just we all had passion. We all wanted to go out there and give 110% all for Ryan. This whole game was for him. Every effort that we had.
I've coached some wonderful, remarkable young men, and I've never met anybody or coached anybody quite like Ryan Fischer.
Ryan Fischer's parents were in attendance to tonight's game. In fact, they spoke with the team about 40 minutes before this game started, but they didn't want to speak publicly. However, the Granville community, they spoke loudly for them.
It's going to hit me again and again that he's gone.
It's an incomprehensible emotion for a high schooler. Their captain, teammate, friend, 17-year-old Ryan Fischer passed away suddenly in his sleep just hours before his team's state semifinal hockey game.
I never thought that, he'd be taken away from us.
Fresh tears and heavy hearts. Hundreds of Granville Bulldogs packed CompuWare Arena, and Fischer's number 11 filled those stands.
He's been one of my close friends, and I miss him dearly.
In whatever way possible, the Fischer faithful tried to find some form to express their love, their support for a kid who made a lifelong impression on so many, taken too soon.
If you could think of someone that was a perfect child, it would be Ryan. One of the kids that made the biggest impacts on my life, and he will always be on my mind every day, and I'll never forget about him or how awesome he was and how great of a person he was.
Louder than any cry and more powerful than any words was the moment of silence before the game. Even more touching, Fischer's close friend and teammate, Max Hauptmann, wore his captain's jersey in his honor.
Privilege to be able to wear his jersey. And I just hope that I lived up to what Ryan stood for.
In the biggest stage and in the biggest game, athletics and life were put into perspective by a young man who embodied both to the fullest and truly lived what it means to be a captain.
I just feels like right now, I feel like he's not gone. I feel like he's going to skate out on that ice any second, but he's not.
Now, two students in that story, they had T-shirts printed off that they sold tonight with a C on the chest for captain, which Ryan Fischer was, and his name and number on the back of them. All the proceeds from the T-shirt sales that these two students thought up went to the Fischer family. Two students raised $300, a small price for the Fischer family for all that Ryan Fischer has done for the Granville community. Live inside CompuWare Arena in Plymouth, Michigan, Casey Jones, 24-Hour News 8.
Incredible show of support. Thank you, Casey. And in downtown Grand Rapids tonight, the Van Andel went quiet and dark as the Griffins and their fans pay tribute to Fischer.
We ask that you direct your thoughts and prayers to Ryan's family, friends, teammates, and community. And please join us in a moment of silence in his memory.
Ryan Fischer was a remarkable student athlete. The 17-year-old was captain of the Granville football team and the hockey team. He was one of 8 students from Class A schools to receive the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award. He had a 4.0 grade point average. He was a member of the National Honor Society. He was set to graduate this spring and had been accepted to both West Point and the U.S. Naval Academy.